Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, wondering why you agreed to something you never wanted, or why someone always seems to get exactly what they want, while you end up feeling guilty, responsible, or emotionally drained? If that sounds familiar, you may have been manipulated without even realizing it. The truth is, manipulation is rarely obvious. Most manipulators don't shout. They don't threaten. They don't force you. Instead, they quietly influence your emotions, your decisions, and even your perception of reality. Psychologists describe manipulation as a form of hidden emotional control. The goal isn't honest communication. It's getting you to act in someone else's best interest without you noticing. The most dangerous part? Manipulators often appear kind, helpful, charming, even loving. That's exactly why they're so difficult to recognize. In today's video, you'll discover 7 powerful psychological signs that someone may be secretly manipulating you. By the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize these behaviors early, protect your emotional well-being, and build healthier relationships. Make sure you stay until the final sign, because it's the one most people completely overlook. Let's begin. Sign number 1. They make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. Imagine saying, "I'm busy today," or "I need some time for myself." A healthy person will respect your decision, but a manipulator reacts differently. They might say, "I guess you don't care about me anymore, after everything I've done for you," or "I never expected this from you." Notice what just happened. Instead of respecting your boundary, they turned your boundary into your responsibility. Psychologists call this guilt tripping. It's one of the oldest manipulation techniques in human relationships. The goal isn't to solve the problem. The goal is to make you feel guilty enough to change your decision. Over time, you stop saying no, not because you want to say yes, but because you want to avoid feeling guilty. Healthy relationships respect boundaries. Manipulative relationships punish them, and that's a difference you should never ignore. Now let's move to the second sign. They constantly make you question yourself. Have you ever clearly remembered something, only for someone to insist that never happened? You're imagining things. You're too sensitive. At first, you may think it's just a misunderstanding. But when it keeps happening again and again, you slowly begin to doubt your own memory, your own judgment, and even your own reality. This psychological tactic is known as gaslighting. Its purpose is simple. If you stop trusting yourself, you'll start depending on the manipulator to tell you what's true. And once that happens, they gain far more control over your decisions than you realize. Now, let's continue with the third sign. They only show kindness when they want something. At first, they seem incredibly generous. They compliment you. They help you. They make you feel special. But pay close attention. Their kindness usually comes with invisible strings attached. Sooner or later, they ask for a favor: your time, your money, your energy, or your loyalty. And if you hesitate, their attitude suddenly changes. Psychologists call this conditional reinforcement. It's a strategy where affection becomes a reward, not a genuine expression of care. Healthy relationships give without keeping score. Manipulative people often treat kindness like an investment, expecting a return every single time. The fourth sign? They play the victim. No matter what happens, nothing is ever their fault. If they hurt someone, they'll say they were misunderstood. If they break a promise, they'll blame stress. If they make a mistake, someone else is always responsible. Over time, you begin apologizing for problems you didn't create. You feel responsible for fixing their emotions. And without realizing it, you carry the emotional weight of the relationship. This is called victim manipulation. Instead of accepting accountability, they use sympathy as a shield. Compassion is important, but real maturity also requires personal responsibility. Now let's move to the fifth sign. They isolate you from other people. It usually starts very subtly. They question your friends. They criticize your family. They make comments like, "I don't think they really care about you. You don't need anyone else. I'm the only person who truly understands you." Little by little, your support system becomes smaller. and the manipulator becomes the center of your world. Psychologists know that isolation increases emotional dependence. The fewer trusted voices you hear, the easier it becomes for someone to influence your thinking. Healthy relationships encourage connection. Manipulative relationships quietly create isolation. Now, let's continue with the sixth sign. They constantly create confusion. Have you ever noticed how some people always leave you emotionally exhausted after a conversation? One day they're warm and affectionate, the next day they're cold and distant. They praise you, then suddenly criticize you. They promise one thing, then do the exact opposite. This emotional inconsistency isn't always accidental. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement. It's one of the most powerful forms of emotional conditioning. Because you never know what version of them you'll get, you keep trying harder to earn their approval. The uncertainty keeps you emotionally attached. Healthy people are consistent. Manipulative people often keep you emotionally off balance. The seventh and final sign, you no longer feel like yourself around them. Think about how you behave when you're with this person. Do you constantly overthink every word? Do you feel anxious before replying to their messages? Do you apologize for things that aren't your fault? Do you feel emotionally drained after spending time with them? These are warning signs your mind should never ignore. Healthy relationships bring peace. Manipulative relationships create constant tension. The truth is, the strongest manipulators don't control your actions directly. They control your emotions, and once your emotions are controlled, your decisions often follow. The good news: manipulation loses its power the moment you recognize it. When you trust your instincts, set healthy boundaries, and refuse to carry guilt that doesn't belong to you, you become much harder to manipulate. Remember, real love never requires fear, real friendship never requires constant guilt, and real respect never demands that you lose yourself to keep someone else happy. So ask yourself, have you ever experienced any of these 7 signs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this video helped you understand manipulation more clearly, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Mind Theory, and turn on notifications for more psychology and self-improvement content. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.